Flash Weekly Review. Yeah. Let's roll it. What's up, guys? Bring back here with another weekly review of The Flash, the reviewing episode of the 4th season 5 titled Newsflash. I want to apologize that this is kind of about at least 2 weeks late now at this point, but you know, I've said it before, my recent Walking Dead Arrow reviews, I had so many in my Halloween skit video, which kind of was taking up a lot of time, so like, I'm terribly sorry, but yeah, we're getting into it now because the new episode comes out soon, so we gotta get this up there and stuff, so yeah. I am lucky though, because of the election thing, there wasn't a new episode like the previous Tuesday, or even last Tuesday, so that kind of helps a little bit, so yeah, anyways. So this episode is all about introducing this new villain character called Spencer Young, or aka Spin is what they call her. She's this girl basically runs this kind of like news article website, talk about all this big stuff, and like Iris West kind of like sort of knew or heard about her, like she was never really a big deal back in the day and stuff, but nowadays she kind of is this big deal online and stuff, and Nora seems really like her a lot. She likes a lot of the articles she puts out and stuff. While at a charity baseball event for that Central City Police Department's hosting that Barry Allen involved in, and one member of their baseball team, Blake, was kind of under some kind of brainwashing, and they tried throwing a bomb up in the air to kill people. Nora came in last second to stop it and stuff, but she didn't know how she came in last. She didn't even know she stopped a bomb going off and stuff. She's kind of confused by that, and they're a little unsure about why it was all happening. Then they start making a theory that possibly Spencer Young is actually the reason behind this kind of bomb attack, and Nora not only was happening because Barry and her went to go stop a fire that was happening downtown, and like out of nowhere, when they were like when he was prepping her to help him stop the fire and stuff, he kind of runs off out of nowhere. No one knows where he's going, so Nora has to, with help of Iris teaching her stuff like how to do like the vortex thing of her arm and stuff that Barry can do. She was teaching Nora how to do stuff to stop the fire on her own, and they start suspecting that possibly Spencer might be the reason this is all happening, because every time like these things happen, she puts out an article almost immediately afterward, which doesn't seem likely that she could do that because she would not have been able to post in that article that quickly without being there herself to witness it. While that part of the episode is going on, there's also a plot involving Ralph Dibny and Sherlock Wells about trying to figure out who Cicada is. Now, of course, since both Ralph and Wells are both these like detective people, there's kind of a little bit of butting heads to them, kind of have a little bit, because like Wells is kind of like this big detective, he's a big deal for the multiverse. Ralph's kind of like this, he's a good detective too, but he's not on the same level as Sherlock, but he's still a good detective. So Sherlock kind of says how like they need to find out all these certain things, like who is this new Cicada, and what is his big goal, and how he got his powers and blah, stuff like that. But Ralph says that we should figure out where he got his mask from, because if we find out where he got his mask from, then we can find out where the supplier of that mask is, and we can go there and maybe hopefully try and track him down. And so Sherlock's not really down on this idea about we should not follow the path about where the mask came from. It sounded kind of stupid. But Ralph insists, so then him and Sherlock kind of go back to the scene from episode 2. Back in episode 2 when the team first encountered Cicada and he beat up Flash Cisco when Ralph, and he took him down and stuff. And so they return to that scene of the crime, and they find this, I forget exactly what it was called, it was some kind of like scientific thing, not really, but it was like, I don't know, it basically is kind of like thing that was left over, some kind of residue that was left over from Cicada or his mask, because like, I think it said something about the breathing, like his breathing, and like, some kind of trail or something, I don't even know what, but there's kind of like this like white particle dust that was up behind it, so that I forget exactly what it was, but they used that to track down Cicada, or track down where the mask came from at least. Later on, Ralph and Wells go to this factory where they found this is where the mask actually came from after doing some research online and stuff. They go to the one that found that this place where the mask came from is actually just like a chemical plant where the people who work there are all required to wear all these, the masks that Cicada wears, they're required to wear these type of masks so they can work with the chemicals and stuff there, and that's when kind of like, then Wells decided to be a little bit snarky and asks, so are you the only factory here that uses these type of masks? And he's like, actually no, or like some other factories across the area, like in Central City and also Keystone City, use the same mask as well. They're kind of like a manufactured thing, which then Wells kind of was like really like snarky promo where he's like, he was right, that we should not pursue the mask, and Ralph's kind of staggered that his lead went nowhere. And as they start leaving and walking away, we do see, after they left, we do see a shot of Cicada, who he actually is there, he actually works there, and actually does have the mask, so Ralph was right about this lead, but they just didn't know he was there because he was kind of like hiding, and so they didn't see him and stuff. So, great, he was right. But now back onto the Barry, Nora, Iris, and that side of the main plot of the episode. And basically, this part of the episode, basically, they started trying to wonder that possibly Spencer's one responsible for all this, but Nora is in complete denial that it could be Spencer because she's too a nice person with what she believes, so she's in complete denial and all that, But they tell her it's just a theory right now, but they need to figure out if it is her or not who's causing all this. So they give Nora this watch to wear around the wrist, which when she activates it, it can scan or tell if someone's a metahuman or not. So they find Spencer is right now with jitters and a cup of coffee, and they send Nora in after her to try and use the watch on to find out if she's a meta or not. They can't send Iris or Barry in after her. They're trying to use the watch because she already knows Iris might think something's up if she came to talk to her. Plus, she already came to her early in the episode. Iris came to talk to her earlier in the episode about if she could ask her not to make articles about Nora or Excess, because of course she was there. She made an article about Excess saving and the people at the baseball banquet thing from the bomb and stuff. She was actually the one. She is the one who caused it. She is the bad guy of the episode. She caused that she brainwashed Nora and that other guy to set that bomb off and stuff. And so she wrote an article about her completely, and Iris came to her early in the episode if she could ask her to not make an article about her because some bad people could be after her. You never know. They'll bring a lot of attention to her. Which of course is her covering for Nora because Cicada might look at those articles and might choose her as her next target to go after when she doesn't want it to happen. And they can't send Mary in either because, probably because he's Iris' husband, so she probably won't trust him either. She might think something's up too, but yeah, whatever. So they send Nora in to use the watcher to find out if she's a meta or not, but there's a bit of a complication because Spencer starts actually flirting with Nora, and Nora actually likes it because she actually finds Spencer cute. So then Iris comes in a couple minutes later to intervene and to remind Nora to check the watch, should you check your watch or something like that, and when she does, and it says she's not meta, and then Spencer leaves and stuff, and then Iris I guess she's not meta, and Nora says afterward, I guess not, with a smile on her face, she finds Spencer cute. But then Iris starts saying how she doesn't care, and she thinks she's cute, but she's dangerous, she should stay away from her, and Nora's trying to say she could be dangerous, but she's not really listening to Iris and stuff, and she's saying how I'm just trying to protect you. And Nora kind of starts getting a little pissy with her, how that should have just been your thing your whole life, and just trying to protect me and stuff. And basically in this scene now we learn exactly why Nora's been so distant and cold with Iris since she got here. Because earlier part of the episode we see that Nora's very cold Iris a lot. When she tried making breakfast for Nora and how she kind of messed up in the pancakes a little bit, she kind of started dissing her a little. They started seeing how she was on her phone looking at the articles that Spencer was making, and Iris was talking about how she knew her sorta and stuff. And Nora was kind of giving her shade how she's a little bit of a better reporter than you were, so she kind of gave her a lot of shade. Well, in this scene we finally learned why Nora's has kind of been so distant and cold with Iris since she got here. We learned that apparently in the future Iris puts a power dampening chip inside Nora when she was first born, which dampens her powers, and she didn't even know she had her powers up until 6 months ago, before she came to the past. Honestly, that was not what I was expecting. I was not expecting that to be the reason why Nora kind of hates Iris and stuff. I thought the reason might have been maybe after Barry died, Iris was kind of a little bit of a cold and distant mother, maybe. Not cold, just a little bit distant, maybe after Barry died, he was a little bit distant, wasn't really that great of a mother. Well, my other reason could have been, and I mentioned this on a previous episode as well, but on Legend of Tomorrow, there's a character named Zari who's from the future, and her future metahumans are outlaws, so I was thinking that maybe in Nora's future too, metahumans are also still outlaws, maybe Iris kept telling her, demandingly telling her that you cannot use your power and stuff, but Nora's pissed at that because she wants to, but she's not looking at her mom demanding her not to and stuff. But I was definitely not expecting the reason that she hates Iris a little bit because she put a power dampening chip in her when she was born. So I was definitely not expecting that reason. And honestly, you can kind of understand why Nora's pissed because her future Iris did kind of lie to her whole life and stuff. That's not this Iris yet. That's not this Iris. This is the past Iris when she's still young and stuff. I can't really imagine Iris actually ending up doing that later on in the future. I can't really imagine her doing that exactly. Because even Iris is kind of shocked in the episode. She can't imagine she would do something like that to her daughter. And maybe after these events, after she learns that from Nora, she might not do that in the future and stuff. Or maybe other events will change in the season. Just Nora coming to the present now, also the timeline a little bit, so maybe that might alter her decision later on in the future to not do that, but who knows really. But then Spencer later on in the episode brainwashes Nora again, and then she comes into a fight with Barry and stuff, and it's a pretty cool fight scene. They actually have a fight in a football stadium or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a football stadium, I think, or baseball stadium, whatever it was. They have this fight in this stadium fan, and it kind of mirrors the fight Barry had. The first fight, Flash had with Reverse Flash back in season 1, they were in the soccer field or football field, whatever. They were in this field, and they were fighting and stuff, so it kind of mirrored there's that stuff. And we kind of learned this thing how, like, I don't really understand how it works, but Nora has this power to kind of, like, reverse time a little bit, because while she's chasing after Barry, at some point Barry starts running backwards while Nora's running forward to him and, like, knocking him to the ground and stuff. And, like, I guess we should have known that was going to get better power, I guess, because, like, at the end of Season 4, when Barry was about to destroy the satellite, time got reversed a little bit, then time started going forward again after it got reversed by a couple seconds, and it started going forward again, but this time now Nora's there, so I guess she has the power just to reverse time a little bit, which is weird, I guess. Like, I'm not really sure how that power works, they might explain it later on, I don't know yet. But Nora's about to kill Barry, doing the reverse flash trick by vibrating her hand and shoving it in the person's chest, killing him and stuff. But then Iris comes in the last second, and using a breach device to knock out Nora and stuff, and they do manage to capture Spencer and send him to jail, and they save the win and stuff. And then afterwards, Iris and Nora have a nice little chat. It's like kind of like one-on-one thing where Iris tells her like she kind of like apologizing for what she did to her in the future, but she says how, like, what I did, I probably had a good reason for doing that, like, because she didn't know why she did it, because it's her future self, but she thinks she probably had a good reason for doing that. But still, even after saying that, Nora's still is very pissy with her about, like, hey, how could you say you have a good reason for that? You lied to me and stuff. And, like, and Barry comes in and, like, starts supporting Iris and telling her how, like, he supports whatever decision he makes now or later on in life and stuff like that. And, like, Nora kind of gets pissy and, like, and she says how I think I need to rethink what the meaning of family means or something like that. And then she kind of, like, runs off and stuff. She's kind of pissed at both Barry and Iris a little bit. And in this talk, she also reveals that someone in the future actually helped her find out she had these powers. So there's some mystery person there. So this is the second time we've learned about this mystery person possibly. So in the previous episode, Sherlock asked Nora, basically implying that it was not your idea to come back in time and help Barry destroy the satellite. It was someone else who gave you that idea. And now we'll learn that there's also someone else out there who actually told Nora about her power and stuff. So it's a mysterious person who a lot of people are making theories that it could be the Reverse Flash. I don't personally know yet. I mean, I don't have any theories yet about who it could be. I'm not ruling on the idea that it could not be the Reverse Flash. That could be an interesting kind of like twist of like the Reverse Flash was kind of like secretly being her friend in the future, possibly, and like telling her to do all these things, like telling her about her powers, like. But yeah, I don't have any like actual theories myself of who it could be yet. So yeah. And the last two endings seen in the episode are actually we basically found that Spencer was not actually a metahuman, and her phone was the metahuman, not meta-tech actually. So we learned that after the satellite, after the Starlab satellite crashed in Season 4, when Barry and Nora destroyed it and stuff. When they destroyed the satellite at the end of Season 4, basically the pieces from the satellite, and they kind of like flew all over the city and stuff, and infected technology and made meta-technology, I guess, which I don't really exactly understand how that works, but that's the new thing they're doing this season. Instead of making new meta-humans, we have meta-technology, which this could be interesting, though. We have to see now more regular people just using enhanced technology to do bad stuff, so that could be interesting and stuff. Okay, also in the episode, Sherlock basically comes to Caitlin and wearing this mask. So it's the same mask that the mask from like the Chemical Planet, the one that Kate wearing and stuff. And he asks Kate if you could just like punch me, and she's like, "I want to punch you." Like, yeah, just punch me. And she's like, "I really don't want to." And we're just like, "Come on! I heard you were tough, and like, are you just really just like weak and stuff?" And like, basically kind of like riling her up so that she can punch him and stuff. And, like, they're kind of teasing out maybe possibly the return of Killer Frost at some point because anger is what really kind of ignited Killer Frost come out before a lot of times. Maybe they're kind of hinting at coming back and stuff. And so basically she does punch him in the stomach, and basically after doing that, they discover something that apparently the mask actually, because when he starts after getting punched in the stomach, when he starts breathing after getting hurt in the stomach, and the sound he makes is the same sound that Cicada's mask makes when he breathes. So they discovered that apparently that Cicada's mask is actually for to help him with breathing because he's hurt from something. And so basically, and he basically gives credit afterwards to Ralph, saying how he's the one who said we should pursue the mask. I mean, because I found out that the mask actually is part of to help him with breathing, and he's hurt or something like that. And he gives credit to Ralph and stuff. He says he's a good detective and stuff. That was nice. I really like that. Kind of him and Ralph have this kind of bonding moments. Kind of you actually are a good detective. You point out something that I didn't point out before. Because this is a different timeline now. It's it's not the same Cicada I've caught before, so you're pointing out stuff I never would have known before. So yeah, and I like that. It's a nice scene. I hope to see more interaction between Sherlock and Ralph later on in the season. And I like seeing more of Ralph's detective side have like seen this because like it's nice because like he's a detective in the comics, so it's nice seeing more of it this season. And the last final scene in the episode, it is seeing Cicada return to his home that's feeling pain in his chest, and then like he kind of falls to the ground and like grabs on this like pole, but then starts crushing it, and he basically realizes that he shows his cut he has on his chest here, and like he starts feeling that it's giving him the power of super strength now. So, and like we still don't really know a lot about this cut, but the running theory is that apparently is that because his lightning bolt dagger is actually what people know is actually a piece of the Starlight satellite that says Starlight on it. So we're saying that apparently possibly that dagger, that piece of the satellite actually fell into his chest, and that's where the cut in his chest is from that shard from the satellite and stuff, and he took it out, and that shard that was infected with metahuman or dark matter energy infected him now, and the thing, and it's kind of giving him like, all these different powers like super strength and like it's like flight or jump or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of interesting thing. So yeah, we still have to learn more about what that possibly could be in later episodes. So yeah, overall, I did really like this episode. Oh, I'm not like. I wouldn't say, like, compared to last episode I gave like a 9 out of 10. This I wouldn't say like a 9 out of 10, like an 8 out of 10, maybe like 8 points something because like Spencer Young, for example, or Spin was what her comic name is. So basically, like, she was a good character, I liked her, but I wasn't like the biggest fan for I didn't like hate her, but like I'm just like wasn't like one of my, she wasn't like I didn't like, you know what I'm trying to say. I wasn't like the biggest fan of her. It wasn't like liked her character that much. She was good, but I didn't like her that much. So. Yeah, I think she's supposed to be actually reoccurring this season, I think. I mean, she's in jail now. I think she's supposed to maybe escape at some point and maybe come back a couple episodes later. I don't know, I heard somewhere she's supposed to reoccur this season, but I don't know yet. But, yeah. Stuff with Nora and Iris, those are some of the, I think, the highlights of this episode. There were some really powerful and strong scenes, like, showing the kind of, like the relationship between, the strange relationship between Nora and Iris. It's a really good scene, and, like, I can't wait to see it play out more this scene, like, how long will Nora be distant with Iris? How much will she hate her until like she kind of starts accepting her as a mother and forgives her and stuff like that? But yeah, it's really good. Overall, I give the episode probably a 8, maybe 8 points. Let's go with an 8 point. I'm not sure if I want to give it an 8 exactly. Now, I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It's a good episode. I definitely say. I think maybe. I don't think this is my. No, I'm about to say this is my least favorite episode so far. No, I still think episode 2 might be my least favorite a little bit so far. I mean, like, all the episodes so far have been really good, but episode 2 is still my kind of least favorite episode I've seen. But it's just by default, because it's still a good episode. This is also a good episode too. But I prefer episode 1 and episode 3 are really good episodes too. This is still a good episode too. Like, a lot happened in the episode, so yeah. But yeah, thank you all for watching. Tell in the comments down below if you watched Flash, and if you do, what did you think of it? And stay tuned for my next review of the Flash, which should be coming out soon. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Bye.